update. I hope you are doing great today. In today's BTC Daily update, as usual, we'll be analyzing the BTC Daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, and weekly time frame. So stick around to the end of the video because things will get very, very interesting. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow. With that being said, let's jump straight into the charts. As always, I am going to be starting with the daily time frame. Apologies in advance with my voice. I am kind of sick, so bear with me here. With that said, let's jump straight into the daily time frame and see what's happening with BTC. So last time we left off, I was telling you that this pullback was bullish, that the daily indicators were bullish, and I'm expecting a bullish move from here. Like I wasn't expecting the downsides to be tapped. On the contrary, I was expecting the upside to be tapped. And if you follow me on Twitter, you saw that I attempted to long this range right here around 3 times. I got stopped out at break even twice, but finally my last trade was successful. I longed from 59k all the way up to 64,200. That was my TP, which is around this area right here. And now I'm basically sidelined. Okay, now I don't have any open trades yet. Daily time frame indicators have given us a nice move. We are under resistance, so we need to be very, very wary of any bearish indications here. For me, bearish indications will come in the form of a loss of the daily EMAs. So meaning daily candle closes under 60 again, then most likely we're gonna head towards the bottom of the range, 52 or 53k area. If we are able to maintain above the 60k region, I think there's a very high chance that we are going to break the top of the channel soon. Now there's a reason why I'm saying we're gonna break it. Like we've attempted to break it many times already. So once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, almost 6 times attempting to break the top of the channel, and we still haven't been able to do that. And the same thing goes for the bottom of the channel. So we have attempted to break the bottom of the channel a lot of times, but we haven't really successfully done that. Right? We're still ranging in this channel. And even though the daily indicators right now, or on the daily, we're technically bullish because we are above the daily EMAs, as you can see here, which are coming in around 61k. So even though on the daily we are technically still bullish and we still haven't seen any type of bearish signals on the daily time frame, we need to be very, very wary. The reason is that we are under resistance. That's number one. And number two, this channel and this resistance has been a major, boss for us, basically, a final boss. We haven't really been able to break it. Now the question will arise, of course, Maze. So if we are under resistance and we are very wary, and we're fighting the final boss, and we still haven't broken above it, why are you saying that there's a chance that this time we're going to break above the channel? Well, for that, you need to wait till the end of the video when I'm talking about the weekly time frame, and I'm gonna mention the 3-day as well. But as of now, for me personally, on the daily time frame, we are still technically bullish. There's no signs of any heavy retracements. We are above the daily EMAs, and things are looking good. Okay, things are till today, they're looking good. If we start to see any shift from in bullish structure to bearish structure, and again, bearish structures are very, very easy to see, then we'll analyze again and we talk again about the daily time frame. All right, 4-hour time frame. We actually were in a retracement mode since Sunday close, and we are still currently in that retracement mode, but we are bullish still on the 4-hour because we are above the 4-hour EMAs, which are coming in at the lowest. I would say here, I don't want to go lower than that, but I would say again, between the 61k and 62k area, similar as the daily EMAs. So as long as BTC doesn't lose these EMAs, as long as we're closing above, as long as we're consolidating, then I think that in the next 48 hours we should see another move up for Bitcoin, because the 4-hour indicators have they're almost done with their with the retracement. The full bull to full bear cycle on the 4-hour is almost done. I'll give it 24 more hours, and that probably is it. After that, we should see a move to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. Just be very, very careful of any type of bear structure. So swing pattern failures, double tops, triple tops, etc., etc. these are going to be, telltale signs that, okay, the 4-hour retracement is not over. This is just a bearish divergence, which would probably take you down a little bit more, and then we start moving up once more. All right, so we need to be very wary of these types of moves on the 4-hour time frame. But as of now, the 4-hour time frame, I think 24-hour left in it. If we consolidate or we start to see bullish structure being formed, then this is about to move up once more. Okay, 1-hour time frame, I would call it bullish as well. I wouldn't call it bearish. It's synchronizing with a 4-hour, basically telling us that there's going to be another move to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. And again, that move is probably going to go towards the top area here to either sweep liquidity with by a fake out or a real breakout, or to just go tap liquidity once more, or just try to break that 65K area once more. All right, now 4-hour, 1-hour, daily, all of these time frames are, for me right now, they're irrelevant. I've told you this many times before. All of these moves are irrelevant when it comes to the bull run. They're nothing. They're just chops basically. All right, but the question will arise. We'll go back to that question that statement that I said earlier on the daily time frame, is that I believe that this time we are going to break the top area here, the top end of the channel. The reason being is the weekly time frame and the 3-day time frame. If you remember, 2 weeks ago when we were here, I was telling you guys that I need a couple of things. I was telling you that the weekly is almost done with its bearish momentum, and that we're soon gonna have a nice weekly uptrend. And actually, I was telling you here, right? But I told you right here, there's two options here, two scenarios that are gonna happen. Either we're gonna burst through from here on the weekly time frame, or we're gonna retrace first and then burst. And the reason that I said those two options is because I'm very familiar with these indicators. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% accurate with them, because I do make mistakes from time to time, obviously, but I'm very familiar with them. So basically, when we were here, I was telling you guys that you remember that scenario where basically we drop one more time before we lift up, where that's still in play, and we are very close for that to happen. And I told you, either we're gonna see this happening in two forms. Either we're gonna still have a little bit more bearish downside for a couple of weeks, and then we have our weekly uptrend, or we're just gonna have our weekly uptrend from here after this tap of the lows. All right, because you have to understand, we've swept the lows, we've swept liquidity here, we've tapped the 48K region, we've filled many fair value gaps. We've done everything from the downside perspective of the channel. We've done everything. We swept the channel lows. We've tapped liquidity. We've tapped 50K. We've done it all. So there's no logical explanation of why we have to go back there once more, just to 50K. There's no explanation. The logical explanation is now sweeping the highs. Now, whether we're going to sweep them with a wick similar to this, or we're going to sweep them with a real proper breakout, it's yet to be seen. It remains to be determined as of now. But personally, I told you that for me, what I would like to see is a weekly close above the channel, which we had obviously, and I told you that I wanted to see a stochastic bullish cross above 20. I mean, if you go to my previous video, I think I was comparing it to this here. I was telling you that this is what I want to see. All right, a bounce above the 20 level on the stochastic RSI on the weekly, and that for me will be more than enough confirmation that the weekly time frame is going for a bullish uptrend very soon. And we had that. Now, granted, it's 95% confirmed, because this weekly candle is also very important for it. Like, I needed to cross a little bit up just to give me more, just a more confirmed prediction. But for me, my criteria that I spoke to you guys earlier in the last BTC Daily update is already met. We closed this weekly candle above the channel. We had a bullish stochastic cross on the stochastic RSI, and we had it just exactly above 20. So I mean, I think we're ready to go. I don't want to be too optimistic, and I don't want to be too full of hopium, but if this weekly candle, if this week's candle does this, I mean, we're gonna go. We're gonna start the run again once more. And again, this is probabilities. This is TA. I do try my best to be as accurate as possible. Sometimes I'm not, so don't need to hate too much if I'm not accurate, especially with my bullish predictions. But again, I personally feel that we are at the start of a new, basically not a new run, but a resumption of the run. We're at the early stages of a resumption of the run. Now, I want to just put one thing out there. A weekly bullish uptrend doesn't really technically necessarily mean that the run is going to resume. It just means that we are going to experience bullish momentum for 4, 5, 6, 7 months, depending, right? And if you check the charts, you would see, for example, this was bullish momentum on the stochastic. As you can see, it gave us a nice 100% upside on Bitcoin. This was another bullish momentum. It gave us another 100% of upside on Bitcoin. So the bullish momentum is real. And most of the time, this is what's going to happen. So as a technical analyst and as a trader, we are going to expect this. We're going to expect the next couple of months to be bullish for Bitcoin. With that being said, those expectations should mean a break of the all-time high, a break of the top of the channel, and a resumption of the bull run. If we see anything other than that, so meaning consolidation over the next months, wicks, and just stale movement, then we need to back up, because I think that will be a very, very bad sign. That's just a bearish divergence screaming for more downside. All right. But since we can't see into the future, and since we don't have the data yet to analyze, I am going to stick to my prediction. I think the weekly uptrend is about to resume. Hopefully after this week's candle we get more clarity, but I want to see bullish candles. I want to see the stochastic RSI moving up, crossing level by level, hopefully reaching the above 80 level, which will signal that we are really entering that to the moon type of move for BTC, something similar to this, to the moon rally. All right. So to summarize, daily time frame still technically bullish, but we should be wary where we are right now. 4-hour time frame has around 24 hour left in its retracement, and then hopefully we should move once more up from that, hopefully breaking that 65k area. 1-hour time frame is bullish, but again, it's a very, very low time frame, so a bullish 1 hour doesn't really mean too much. Weekly time frame, which is the most important for me, is signaling the resumption of the bull run, in my personal opinion. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we will know this, but I'm 90% confident that we are going to enter a bullish uptrend over the next couple of months for BTC, hopefully breaking the all-time high and resuming the bull run. And that is it for today's BTC Daily Update, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow, and I will see you again next time. Bye.